partner with the folks from Jackson Hewitt Tax Service to bring you tax tips all week on the Hampton Roadshow, and we are happy to have Carolyn Busick back with us today. Now, yesterday we talked about what happens if you procrastinate and end up filing late. Well, today we're going to talk more about how to make that last-minute filing as smooth as possible. And remember, while we're chatting, if you do have a tax question, go on over to our Facebook page because, Carolyn, you're going to hang around in the buzz segment and answer some of those questions. But it's the big P word, procrastination.
That's right.
Why is it? What do people, why, we were just talking about this during the break. Why is that? Why do people put it off?
Well, I think we all are busy, and so we prioritize our lives, and we put the things at the bottom that we don't like to do, even if that's subconscious. So, but the D-Day is less than 3 weeks away now for deadline for doing your taxes. So take a deep breath. And get organized.
Okay.
Make a list. What do you need? How many different jobs did you have? How many W-2s? So if you have a list, the other thing is get last year's tax return, because that'll really give you a good guideline for what you need for this year. And then what about life changes? Did you get married this year? Divorced? Did you have a child? Did you move? Any other things like that that might be significant? And then just plunge in, get all the documents together, check off your list and say, okay, where is this? You know, if you have financial statements from a broker, for instance, that maybe didn't come if you moved or something like that. And just get yourself as organized as you can. One of the things we highly recommend at Jackson Hewitt is to file electronically because there's an easy record there.
Gotcha.
Okay? And then if everything, you've gotten all your documents together and you still don't, or you think you have them together, but there are things missing and you can't get it done by April 15th, again, less than 3 weeks away now, then file an extension. Don't forget that, because if you just sort of say, well, if I don't do anything, maybe IRS won't, they'll slip it under the table.
Forget,
no,
yeah.
because there are a lot of taxpayers.
Yeah.
No, they don't forget. That's especially with computers these days. So file an extension. That gives you 6 months and a little more breathing room. And then the other thing is, as of next Monday, we will be through with 1 quarter of 2014, believe it or not.
Oh, my goodness.
So if you've had a bad habit of waiting till the last minute in past years, start to get organized for 2014. Get one of those expandable folders, or if just a loosely folder, whatever, and start having a place that, as this comes in or something happens, if you quit a job and you get a W-2 early, start putting those things in the folder.
I was going to say, what are some of those documents that, just off the top of your head, that they need to start throwing in those
any
binders?
records from church for charitable contributions, or Goodwill. We're seeing lots of ads on TV. Salvation Army, any of those wonderful charitable organizations. Any kind of documents like tax records for paying personal property tax if you buy a new car or something like that, because that might be hard to find a year from now when you're thinking about doing next year's, in 2015 you're going to be doing 2014 return.
And what options do you have for people who may not be able to afford paying for the taxes up front?
There is an opportunity to do an installment sale. Now, that does still cost you as far as interest, but you can file on time and then pay as much as you can. And I always recommend paying as much as you can by April 15th. Stretch a little bit, maybe put it on a credit card. I don't usually recommend that, but if it avoids, depending on the interest rate on the credit card, it may be less than IRS is charging you. But try to set up an installment plan with IRS. And they now have sort of an installment light that costs less if you can pay it off in, that's my word, not theirs, if you can pay it off in 3 months versus a year or so.
All right, so don't procrastinate. It's better just to get it done now. You'll be happy that you did, I'm sure, in the long run.
And get that stress off of your mind.
Absolutely. All right, well, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service locations are all across Hampton Roads. The phone number is 800-234-1040. You can also go to the website, jacksonhewitt.com. Carolyn, thanks so much.
Thank you.